Working the phones as we get underway in the third quarter. The bouncing exemplary from all the umpires today. Phillips getting after it again. Spills the way of Crouch to soccer it out towards Plowman, leading Lynch to the footy. Again, a clever tap from the Blues. Finds O'Brien. Simpson had to be slick, and he was. Walsh goes high, gives Mackay a chance to work his way to front position. Brought it down for DeLuca to soccer it inside forward 50. Off the boots of Silvani, who lays the tackle. They've been doing that all day.
Big crash. Dow flicks it. Silvani. Kennedy. Here's the big man. Oh, yes, indeed. There's 3 to Levi Casbolt. What a goal.
Right here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3 on the outside. Ball comes out again on the outside. And Casbolt has done what he's done a fair bit in recent times, and that's kick goals from around 50 metres. Magnificent finish.
Standing ovation coming off the ground for Patrick Cripps as big Levi Casbolt kicks the goal.
He's about 20 from goal. Lang goes more to the pocket looking for the ruckman getting forward, and Phillips comes down with it.
See, that's a stat. That is a great stat, and something that Riley O'Brien won't want to hear.
So Casbolt earlier on the run from 50, and Phillips precise. He needs an angle to work with.
And Riley O'Brien has been a real find. Has been taken forward a lot today. I don't know whether it was a pre-arranged tactic or something they really thought about, but it's worked.
Big crowd of players there. It spills to the front of the pack. It's picked up by Crouch. Good kick. And Seedsman will go back. And 100 years ago, Seedsman's great-grandfather was the president of the Premiership team, Collingwood. And on this occasion, he keeps them in the Premiership hunt by kicking a magnificent goal. Well done to Paul Seedsman. Up towards the hot spot off hands. Murphy goes in for the Blues. They dive in on top of the ball. Miller is there as well. They dive in again. Look at that. Twisting and turning. Underneath it was Walsh. Was he grabbed? No. Free kick. Free kick, Adelaide. He comes in from 35 metres out, directly in front. And delivers for the Adelaide Crows. Well played to Tyson Stingle.
Ball in this area.
What a great arm wrestle we've got. 16 points of difference at half-time. That's the margin right now. Sloane gets it out. It comes back to Murphy to the top of the square over the head of Silvani. Talia. He comes in with the left foot. It's across the face of goals. Casbolt is there off hands. Oh, beautiful mark. Beautiful mark taken there.
Atkins was brave, putting his head over the footy. Found Smith outside of the boot. It bends back into the field of play, and Plowman takes a well-judged mark.
Fisher.
All alone, Cade Simpson. 35 years of age now, Cade Simpson, the only one going around at the moment from his draft class way back in 2002, and he uses all of that experience to drill one for the Blue Baggers.
It swings and roundabouts.
Watch for Walker wrapping around the stoppage.
The big man O'Brien slams it on the boot, just bounces to the near side and through from behind. So inside the last minute, the Carlton crowd are howling. Let's get it on. So O'Brien gets up, but it's Phillips who gets the tap, and there he is again. Poetry in motion as Patrick Cripps goes long up towards Mackay. Was he pushed out? Crows fans say no, Carlton say yes. It's a goal anyway. In they go. DeLuca's kicked the first, and Carlton fans are rapturous here at the MCG.
Body on him, but he's just not big enough to go with him.
You know what's interesting about this, really, is that we do a lot of looking at this, and it's the ones where the tagger gets pushed under the ball. This is different. He's the one that's going into the circle because he's so big and strong.
So Cripps almost just stands toe-to-toe with them. He accepts that
There's the space for the Crows.
Well, Riley O'Brien should get down deep if no one else wants to stand under it.
Brad Crouch is in a little hole. Carlton aren't paying him much respect as they chip it around, go from side to side, and the clock is threatening to get away from them. Now they pull the trigger. Crouch was the target, and Newman gave away a free kick. Another one against the Blues. 50 as well for mouthing off.
Let's have a look at the free kick. Irrespective of whether Nick Newman thinks the free kick's there or not, he's got to shut his gob because
And buying into what the fans are on about right now. He gifts the goal to Brad Crouch. The boos continue and the Crows have life.
Therefore, he's not been brought to think about himself and his own frustrations to give what was going to be perhaps a 50-50 into a certain goal. So that's the frustration there.
Like character in that high half-forward role as Lynch turns around and Jenkins got space on Jones. And he hit the scoreboard now, Josh Jenkins with a major. Kicks right through the footy. Goal umpire likes it. So do the Crows in the cheer squad.
It's the injury to Harry Mackay here. Just a knee to the melon. That's not great. So he was coming off the ground. Sam Walsh, by the way, 7 clearances.
Phillips brought it down, just eluded Walsh. High contact they want, and they'll get it. 40% from this part of the ground around the country. Cripps off the outside of the boot a little, and out on the full.
Length of the ground here, particularly with the wall Carlton have been able to set up.
Phillips, great ruck work. Look who's got it again. Cripps setting it up for centre field. Bending it, bending it. Listen to the G.
Good play there by Laird. Comes out to Talia, who slams it on the boot up towards Walker, off the hands. Plowman from 55. He goes short with a kick. Listen to the Carlton fans go.
Great young defender. McGovern, Cruiser, Fisher, all not playing. A lot of upside for the Blues.
So Gibbons to nail this game shut. The door is closed on Adelaide at the MCG.
Get there, but things looking up for 2020 as Newman gives it everything. Drop punt style. Fans like it off the boot. Won't quite get there. There to be one. Top of the square. Spilt by the Crows. And they'll get another stoppage.
It's coming up, as you said, Gary. And the Adelaide Crows now have got a few questions to answer as well. It's 2 on the trot they've lost. The kick from Crouch is up to the full forward zone, but through for a behind. So 7. And that was just such a sign of what Carlton have been like today. The gang tackling. And the siren goes, and Carlton win at the G by 27 points.